Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Alright. Let's see if things are working now. Oh my god. Boo, 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 boo. Let's see. Okay. I think my sound is working now, but I'm not super sure because it's grabbing a weird device. But I think that's right. Okay, I think that's correct. Okay, yeah, for some reason, apparently when I was setting my table up, I apparently accidentally unhooked everything. So, I wanted to show off my Dead Zone terrain before I get to Imperium. So pretty happy with it. Thank you. Yeah, I had to go dig in under the cable, under the desk. I was trying to get the Dead Zone board kind of all set up, so I got a bunch of that painted up. And I had it out last night because I was debating playing Dead Zone. Then I realized I have 2 months worth of Imperium to open, and I kind of want to open it. Last time when I got the last couple months worth of, or the last box of Imperium, I was going to open it right away, and then it was Worktober, so like every video I did was work themed, so I never got around to it. And it's been sitting there, and it kind of works out because half of this set of Imperium includes Rebute Gilliman, so I kind of didn't want half of Rebute Gilliman. But so we're gonna open up some Imperium. Gonna go through 2 months of it. We've got 76, 77, which is like a Ghost Ark or something, I think it's called. Annihilation Barge. Something like that. We got Rebute Gilliman's ass. And then the rest of him. And then we have 3 sets of Nundams, which these things were not supposed to be in Imperium. I actually thought Imperium was supposed to end at issue 79, which I think would have been Rebute Gilliman, which would have covered everything in the original picture. But it's apparently keeping going, so we got 3 Nundams. So we got a whole box of Nundams for really cheap, actually, then. So, yeah. So we'll check all those out. See what we got. But, start with 76, which has everybody's favorite go-kart. A joke, but I actually really like this model. I think it's a really fun model. I know a lot of people don't like the go-kart, which is kind of a shame. Also, apologies, my fingers are like super covered in fucking paint, so I probably look like a mega hobo, but yeah. I know a lot of people don't like this model, which I think is just kind of a shame. Because I think it's pretty fun. Like, I think it's a fun little, like, silly idea. It's got a couple weapon options on it, which are really cool. So it can have a melter, or it can have this really cool Gatling gun. And I just think it's a fun, like, I don't know, kind of silly little thing. I think a lot of people don't like it because it is kind of more silly. And I think that's a shame because, you know, 40K is like satire, right? Like, there being silly things like this, you know, I think kind of fits the setting really well. So, alright, so We have the Invader ATV. Space Marine strike forces are designed to hit hard and fast, allowing their foe little time to react. Invader ATVs are often deployed to scout, outflank, and harass the enemy, disrupting enemy positions and allowing the rest of their battle brothers to complete a swift victory. Oh, look, there's even a picture of it with the multi-melta. Honestly, I'd hate to be that guy sitting under the multi-melta, because multi-meltas are kind of like flamethrowers. So, yeah, he's going to have a really bad time. And we've got a battle record for it. And we've got the Chaos Demons of Tzeentch. It's a nice Tzeentch picture. It's got interesting colors on it. And we got some pictures of the demons. And the Heralds of Tzeentch, the Lord of Change. And then we've got Space Wolf, I guess? Lieutenant Akron Neos has earned a reputation as the greatest swordsman in the Silver Templars. Okay, he's a Silver Templar, whatever the hell that is. Dozens of battles have been ended by a single thrust from his relic blade. Must not be a very big battle then, huh? The Plague Wars were fought between the Ultramarines, their successors, and Mortarian's Death Guard. Lieutenant Neos led a demi-company during the conflict, earning the praise of his superiors by holding back Death Guard Vectorums on the fields of Eax. Sure. Oh, so that guy's got a really fucking small head. Alright, I just want to throw that out there. Fucking small head. Look how big his body is. Look how fucking small his head is. Lampros Hecaton. The Silver Templars place great emphasis upon honor and ritual. An oath, once sworn, must be fulfilled. And the task of the Grand Oathkeeper to record these sworn promises in the chapter's records, ensure they are fulfilled, and to honor those who die in the course of completing their task. Okay. I'm a spooky skull man. Oh, look at that. That's cool. I don't know why he, like, is half a face Radiohead, but it's neat. Alright. And then we've got how to build our ATV, which is pretty cool. Oh, a lot of steps in building an ATV. And then how to paint the ATV. And then we got some rolls that are now outdated. Yeah, a little mission. So not a bad one. Not a bad one. And you get the whole ATV, which is really cool. I think the ATV is like $50. So it's really, really good price for $15 or $14. And I like the ATV. I know a lot of people hate it and think it's stupid, but I think it's a cool model. Alright, let's see. Next up we have this Necron thing. This is an Annihilation Barge or Ghost Ark or something like that. Alright, what is it called? Command Barge. Okay, this is a Command Barge. Command Barge. What do we got on? Let's grab something so I can point. These will do. That's pretty cool. We got a really neat spear thing there. See it? That's pretty cool. We got two robot boys. We got robot booties there. So I'm assuming these are the pilots. We got a cool spear. I'm assuming that's for like the captain. Because it looks like it's like a guy riding on like a big robot floaty throne. Yeah, he's got his hand out like, whoa, and he's holding the spear. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Necom Command Barge. The command barge allows a Necron overlord to oversee the battle from a mobile vantage point and issue his orders accordingly. Kind of cool. It's a neat model. Definitely the kind of thing like you'd see like floating at like the back of the battle, you know. Let's see, we got a thing on the Harlequins. Perhaps the least understood of the many Eldari factions, the Harlequins are capricious indeed. Clad in vibrant bodysuits and wielding lethal close-range weapons, they move with quicksilver speed, emerging from the webway without warning to slay the unwary before disappearing once more. Okay, real fucking talk though, right? Here's the thing about the Harlequins. I think the Harlequins are dumb, right? But you know what? More power to them. People like them. Hell yeah, they should be in the setting. Why the fuck is there a Space Marine in this page? Like, do they not have enough Harlequin art to fill the whole fucking page? Do they have to put a Space Marine on this page? Like, for real. I think GW would be happy if it was just Space Marines fighting Space Marines and nothing else. We got some kind of little story. Typhus, host of the Destroyer Hive. A cool little piece of art there. Then we got a story about Harlequins. And a thing on Najal Stormbringer, the High Rune Priest. That's cool. Known to his kin as the Storm That Walks, Najal Stormcaller is a battle psyker with a deep understanding and mastery of the warp. Where he fights, there does the Tempest rage fiercest. That's a weird sentence to say. I just want to point that out. That's a weird sentence to say. We have Lucas the Trickster. Lucas the Trickster is known as many titles, few of them complimentary. His deeds are representative of the wild recklessness of youth, yet many of them have been heroic indeed. And then how to build our command barge. Yeah, it really is kind of just like straight up a floating throne, really. It's like a croissant also. Oh, it's like two croissants glued together. Breach the tomb. Alright. We got half the command barge there. Wait, where the fuck did that come from? Did that come from this? Weird. Okay. I don't know why did that come with that? I don't know. Battle in the artist system. The spoils of war. Oh, look at that. What a cool little, like, spread of art and stuff. It's pretty cool. Cool spread. Wait, so why did it give me a separate little base? Because it's not for the ATV. Weird. Okay. I don't know why it gave me a 32 mil base with that one. Strange. Okay. Whatever. There we go. This is the other half of it seems. So this thing's going to be pretty decently sized. It's going to be pretty big. That's a big freaking gun. Look at that. Look at that big freaking gun. And then it's like 2 croissants glued together. And we got all the arms for the guys and their bodies where they plug in and stuff. Maybe the base is for if you don't want to use the command barge. And you just want to have the guy stand by himself. Maybe that's what it's for. Because he's like a separate thing. In theory, you could put him by himself if you didn't want to use like the big floating vehicle. Interesting. Looks like a fun model, though. Really, all the Necron stuff has been really fun. I haven't found a single model so far in all of Imperium that I've been like, man, that's lame. It's been really cool. Hold on one second. Okay. So, it's a mispack then. No, because I know I saw the little legs. Oh, they're still in there. Okay. I was like, oh, it gave me this instead of the little legs. But I was like, no, I know I saw the little legs. There they are. There's the little clear pieces. So, you get a big clear base, and you get some random other base. Okay, sure, why not? So here we get... Ooh, Chaos Demons of Slaanesh. Some scarabs eating a skull. It's pretty cool. The Heralds of Slaanesh. Demonettes. The Keepers of Secrets. We got a little story. The Crystal Heart. With a guy in a gimp mask. I mean you're just having a good time. And then we got some really dry, boring Imperial shit. And we got that lady that doesn't look very happy. This guy which looks less happy. Enter the Carnival of Excess. Whoa. The demons of Slaanesh are drawn into reality by any form of excess or extreme sensation. To the victims they appear alluring, drawing the unweary into their midst before turning upon them with chitinous claws and talons. They delight in the raw, visceral carnage of battle. Sure. Slaanesh is handled so weirdly by GW. Like, I don't know. They're trying to redefine Slaanesh and not make it about sex, but it's like, I want the sex demon. I don't want, I don't want whatever this other weird, like, fighty thing is. Like, I want, like, the weird Slaaneshi sex dens. I don't want the demons to be overtly, like, not hostile, but, like, I don't want them to be, like, overtly killing people, right? Like, I want it to be like, oh, you had so much sex or so much drugs or so much rock and roll that you died, That's what I want. I feel like they're just, like, kind of crappy versions of Demons of Khorne nowadays. Alright, next up, we got the big man. We got Robot Girly Man. We got him. We got hymns. So I'm fairly certain this was supposed to be the last issue. Was Rabute Gilliman, like, complete by himself. I swore that's how this was supposed to go. So it's really weird to me that like the magazine keeps going. I think that's really kind of crazy. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like Imperium a lot, but just weird. So we got his big old flaming sword there. We got a bunch of his like fancy man armor. He's standing on a dead Chaos Space Marine on this big pile of rubble. He not only has a tactical rock, he has like a tactical collapsed building. So, but the details look really cool. The flaming sword is really neat. And he's got a big gun arm. And that is a very fun, are you not entertained kind of pose. It's actually a real shame the model's not in that pose, because that's a cooler pose than what the model's in. I will admit, I do not like the studio painted Rabute Gilliman, because I think they did they put so much work into his face that he kind of looks like a person that doesn't know how to put on makeup. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the studio painted one, but it's a cool model, and it's cool that it's in here because it's like the big dog kind of thing, you know. The Primarch of the Ultramarines, Rabute Gilliman, spent 10,000 years in stasis, having been mortally wounded by his traitorous brother Fulgrim. Restored to life once more, the Primarch has taken command of the Imperium's armies to strike back against chaos. You can have Rabute Gilliman's battle record. See that he's the Primarch of the Ultramarines. Rabute Gilliman is a living, breathing legend and a link to humanity's lost glories. Risen in an age of darkness, he strives to reunite humanity and ensure the survival of the Imperium besieged. He's a fun character because he comes back to life, essentially, and realizes just how fucked everything is and how, bad the Imperium is. But, he can only do so much to fix it. It's kind of cool. He's a fun character because of that. The Price of Vengeance. There's a couple of cool spreads with little bits of lore. This one's okay, it's documentation for a whole bunch of different planets. That's kind of cool. Stuff like that's neat, right? This is a whole bunch of different planets. You know, that's pretty cool. I like stuff a lot that makes the that is more like a D&D kind of guidebook than an actual story. I think that kind of stuff is cooler. And then we have how to build Robot Girly Man. And his super fancy base. I guess you don't have a choice but to use the super fancy base, which kind of sucks, to be honest, but yeah, I guess you can make your own, but I don't know, I kind of feel like he's supposed to be on the super fancy base. Oh, what is this? Okay. Okay. The War for Ramses system continues in issues 81 through 90 of Imperium. You'll receive 8 new miniatures as well as new rules, missions, and other exciting Warhammer 40,000 content. That's cool as shit. Okay, so it shows us what we're going to get. So, yeah, it's really cool. To reinforce the Necron legions, the Hexmark Destroyer brings his sharpshooting prowess, while Illuminor Zeros arrives to guide his race to victory with the arcane powers. Okay. Paragon Warsuits, a Redemptor Dreadnought, Skitarii Marshal join their respective armies, and Lord Inquisitor Kyra Draxus brings her alien hunting expertise to the fight. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So we're going to get the Hexmark guy. We're going to get Illuminor Zeros. We're going to get the Skitarii Marshal guy. An Inquisitor, three of the Nundams, and a Dreadnought. Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah, that's cool. So all those are additions to what, like, it was supposed to end, essentially, but I guess they keep adding to it, so that's pretty rad. So we got the other half of Robot Girly Man here, and his big ol' honkin' base. Let's see. We've got this cool wings thing. That's really neat. Like big ol' eagle wings. And then we got his head thing. Like his halo thing. So that's pretty cool. And he can have a human head or a helmet. Why would you ever give him the human head? Like, for real. Give him the fucking helmet. Alright, let's see what we got. How to paint Robot Girly Man. Seriously, always pick the helmet. Oh, look at that. It's teaching you how to do, like, a burning sword. That's pretty fun. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Yeah, that's pretty good. Man, he's got a big... Man, this, like, majority of this magazine is the painting guide for Robot Girly Man. Those eyes are rough, though. Like, I appreciate that they're showing you how to do eyes simply, right? Because this is you paint them white and then you do this lying down to make the pupil. They do look a little rough, though. Not gonna lie. Then we got some stats for Robot Girly Man. And a mission. Man, his whole thing was just a painting guide. Crazy. Alright, now we get into the Nundams. Real talk, I fucking love these models. I have a set of these that I bought when they first came out. Painted them up in my old Sisters of Battle, like, scheme. And now that I have, like, a new Sisters of Battle scheme, I'm actually really happy to have some brand new, fresh ones. Because I'm going to paint them up. Like the new ones, so... Now, these are really fun models. I like the Nundams a lot. They come with a bunch of different heads down the corner there. And then they can have either a sword or they can have a mace. And they can have a couple different guns, including a melta, a flamethrower, or a machine gun. So, there's lots of cool details on here. And they're pretty fun. So these guys are all peg. Like peg and hole for connecting the arms and stuff. But if you cut the pegs off, like you can see one right there, you can repose these. You can't repose them. You can't repose them extremely, like if you want the cables and stuff to still connect. But if you cut the cables off, you can like completely repose them. And it's pretty cool. They're really fun models. I like the Nundams a lot. Yeah, there she is. So, the Nundams are a fun, really fun design. A lot of people didn't like them, but I think that's disappointing. Because I think they're really fun. The Sisters of Battle are interesting. Because they have this really interesting heritage of, like, female exploitation. Because that's basically why they were built. They were built to, like, get around a loophole in the law, right? So it's really interesting, like, the femininity in a lot of their models because of that, right? And, like, the, like, over-the-topness of some of them. I kind of wish they would have put boobs on the power suit for that same reason. Even though it would be fucking ridiculous and pointless. But I feel like it would kind of fit the aesthetic a little more. Because I love the Sisters of Battle because they're, like, super capable and great. But then it's, like, they have this, like, interesting, like, heritage of, I don't know, being, like, a tool for rich old white men, you know? I think that's kind of cool. Not that they were, but I think the commentary on it, I think, is interesting. Paragon warsuits are piloted by elite battle sisters known as Celestians. Each suit is a treasured relic, armed with finely crafted weapons and capable of wreaking terrible devastation upon the foe. A trio of Paragon warsuits is more than a match for even the deadliest foe. Sorry, my brain rebooted when there was 2 sentences that ended with the word foe. I was like, what? Did I read that right? And then my brain was like, you have to read it again. You couldn't have read that right. But yeah, so it's showing off they have the heavy bolter, the heavy bolter, the heavy flamer, and the multi-melta. That's pretty legit. Oh, we get a story. Of some kind of cool Slanesh land down there. Look at that. But yeah, I fucking love the Dundams. Oh, look, we got a noise marine. Hell yeah. And then how to build this Nundam. So each one should have slightly different build. So I'm wondering if each one's going to come with instructions. Or they're just going to be like, fucking figure it out. All the different weapons. And then some rolls. Campaign mission pack. Once profitable and rich with resources, the world, moons, and asteroid mining bases that comprise the Ramses system are now riven with conflict. Their populations decimated and in some areas utterly annihilated. Despite the death and destruction, the Imperium and their Necron foes continue to commit reinforcements to the war zone, refusing to relinquish their claims upon the system. Campaign rules. We got a map. We got some kind of balance of power thing. It's pretty cool. And the different rewards for winning medals on it. It's pretty cool. It is still weird to be getting rules for 9th. And these are like 10th edition magazine. And 10th is out now, but it's still cool because, like, if you did use this to start collecting Warhammer, like, the 10th edition rules are probably something you'd still want. So, all right. So this is a different sprue. So you can see it compared to this one. There are some similarities, but then there's some parts that are like totally different. So things like the positions of the cables and stuff are different because the model's intended to be in a different position. And also this one has an option to have this like fancy sword instead of the mace. So, but yeah, same options on here. She's just slightly different from the other one. Now I do think you also get different heads if I remember correctly. Yeah, you do. You get different heads. Which is pretty legit. And I fucking love the Sisters of Battle. Obolos and Lyric. Got a little story bit on some of the planets. We've got Bellicor. Looking fancy. Got some stuff in Aldari Craft Worlds. And we've got another story. And we got... This is like the classic Sisters of Battle picture. And we got some Sacrosancts charging in there. There's a Nundam in the background. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we do get different build instructions because this one is different. Nice. It's saying this one can have a sword? Or can have a mace? Oh, it can! You do get the mace. I didn't see that. It's on the corner there. Okay, okay. I didn't realize this one could have a mace too. Nice. You just have the extra sword for this one. Alright. Last up, we got another Nundam. It is kind of weird they give you them like back to back like this. You think they would have split the Nundams up a little, but it's cool. I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to have fun building them. Alright, what do we have with this one? A little bit of warp sprue. We have the regular sword. We have the mace. Is this a repeat sprue? This might actually be a repeat sprue. I don't remember if the sprues are different for every one of these. Oh, no, they are. Interesting. Okay. We do have 4 different heads. This one's got like a monocle on it. Oh, and there's one of the short hair heads. Those are really good. Oh, there's even another 5th head on this one. Nice. Nice. Alright. So you got a full box of Nundams. And we have some more stuff on the campaign. We've got stuff on Eldari. I don't care about the Eldari. The hunting plains of the maiden world, Mon Farad, have long been defended by the warriors of Craft World Samhain. Human interlopers have trespassed upon this pristine, fertile place. They will not leave willingly, then they must be exterminated. Got a thing on shuriken weapons. And oh, what the fuck is that? Alright, we'll get to that in a second. Okay. And then how to build the other Paragon Warsuit. It's nice to give you instructions for all 3, because they are all technically slightly different. So that's really nice. And how to finish painting them up. And then this says the mission in issue 83, this one, incorrectly states there is a cutout for the shrine area on the inside back cover of the same issue. It said the intention is to use terrain pieces from the Imperium collection to define the shrine area, as shown on the battle mat of the same page. Oh, yeah, you put your little pieces there instead. Makes sense. Alright, next up we get the Skitarii Marshal. He's a neat model, and I don't have him, so it's pretty cool. And then the Hexmark Destroyer, who is a wonderful, wonderful model. 10 out of 10. I love the Hexmark Destroyer. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll get both of those, and then this one, all right. Which one was it in? And then coming down the pipe, we got a whole bunch of other cool stuff. Including a Dreadnought, which is really cool, and a Luminor Zeros. So I purposely haven't picked up any of the Necron stuff that I knew was Imperium. I did buy Luminor Zeros, and I did buy a Hexmark Destroyer, because I knew they weren't in this magazine, and then I went and added them to the goddamn magazine. So that's a little annoying, but I'll be able to kit bash them both into something cool, I'm sure. But yeah, it's cool to get the Dreadnought. It's really cool to get the Nundams. So yeah, more stuff coming down the pipe, which is super cool for Imperium. And over these 2 months, we got 3 Nundams. We got Robot Girly Man. We got a Flying Croissant. And we got the Mario Kart. So that's pretty legit. Pretty nice, like, set of stuff. I've painted up all of the Sisters of Battle from Imperium so far, so I'll have to paint these up as well. So let me actually grab some models. Ugh. Oh. So yeah, so I've got my Sisters of the Holy Flavor, who ended up being painted like barbecue Pringles by accident, but that I super love the look of. The real pisser is I didn't think I was getting any more of these, so now I need to figure out how I painted them. I had to figure out what colors I used. Oh. But yeah, I really like the Sisters of Battle are fucking awesome models. I was using these in Grimdark Future Firefight all the time. And this is what the Hexmark Destroyer looks like. Man, my dog hair just gets everywhere, doesn't it? My pupper sheds like constantly. But yeah, this is the Hexmark Destroyer. He's got like a billion little guns. He's really cool too. So, look forward to getting another one of him, and I'll kit bash it up. 3 non-dams. So yeah, pretty legit. Imperium just continues to be awesome. I'm happy it's keeping going. Very fun stuff. So, well, I'm gonna go work on these. So I'm gonna go ahead and run. And I will catch you guys next time. Hopefully next time I'll have more of my Dead Zone stuff done, so we'll get to play maybe another round of Dead Zone. As it is coming along, but I kind of want to get it like done before I play the next game, you know what I mean? I want to kind of get it like looking really nice and fancy, so like, you know, when I put it all out, it'll be like a nice looking table, you know. So I'm probably gonna work on that, and got a couple more buildings to do, and we'll get them all put out, and then we'll be able to play really nice next week. It should look really cool, and we should have Marauders, and maybe I'll get my Plague guys done in time, or maybe we'll just do Forge Fathers again, but we'll see. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching me read through and check out the magazines, and then check out these awesome models, because I mean, Imperium is just wonderful. It's been a fantastic thing. I do think this is probably the end of it. I think after this it's over. After these guys it's over, and that's a real shame, because it's been really cool. But there is a new Age of Sigmar one, but I don't know. I'm not as interested in that one. Just because I have a lot of those models already. Like, I have an entire Gut Rippers army already. So, or Cruel Boys. The Cruel Boys, sorry, not Gut Rippers. I have a whole, like, Cruel Boys army already, so half that would just not be super interesting to me, so I probably won't be doing that. But I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed looking at all this stuff. But have a good one, and keep on keeping on.